Today a reader, tomorrow a leader. SSET Englishtown.
Hello everyone, this is Madeline teacher again, and today we are going to be doing Wednesday, April 8th, 1C writing lesson. So take out your Grammar Zone-2 books and let's get started. And we are going to be doing lessons 23 and 24, so that is pages 66 to 69, okay? So 66 to 69 today. So let's start on page 23, okay? Or no, not page 23, lesson 23, page 66. Okay, so what we are going to be talking about today is past tense. So we talked about past tense in the last lesson too. So if you remember, we use past tense to talk about actions that are already finished. Finished actions. We are not doing now, it is finished. You stopped, it is completed, done, finished. We also use to talk about times like yesterday or last week or last year. We use any time, we use it to talk about any time before now. And we never use past tense to talk about now, okay? So, this is when we use past tense. When we make past tense, there are a couple different ways to make past tense. So, we have regular past tense and irregular past tense. Regular past tense, making regular past tense is very easy. For regular past tense, we take the verb and we add ed. So regular, we have plus ed. We have walk. We have what other regular past tense words do we have today? Okay, so when we have regular past tense, all we need to do is take the past tense, the present tense word and put ed. And then we have a few spelling changes. So stuck, we can put two P's. Cry, raise the Y, and IED. Talk plus ed, and smile, just D. We don't need two D's. So all regular past tense, we just have some ed with a few spelling changes. Okay? Irregular past tense, on the other hand, is special. You need to remember. This one, there is no rule. No rule. Because there is no rule, you just need to remember what the past tense is. So we have, come, fly, swim, take. What other words will we talk about today? Eat and hurt. Okay. So these past tense words have special endings. Have becomes had. Come becomes came. Fly becomes flew. Swim becomes swam. Take becomes took. Eat becomes ate. And hurt, it doesn't change, it just becomes hurt. So these are how we make past tense verbs. But there is something special about this. These past tense words, we only use in positive yes sentences. We don't use these words in negative no sentences or in questions. What we do instead, let's go and look over here. So when we make past tense, we will use have as an example. So first we have yes sentences, no sentences, and questions. Okay. So for a yes sentence, I can say, actually, we're going to do it this way. Yes sentences. We can say, I had a dog. Or we had potatoes. We ate potatoes. Potatoes. Or we can say, sorry, for a no sentence, what we can say is I. For this one, in the present, we say I have. In the past, and then we say I have, and then we say I don't have. So here we do the same thing. Do becomes did. So I didn't have. But here's a secret. When we write in past tense, we have 1, 2 verbs. Only the first verb uses past tense. Use past tense for first verb only. Okay, so didn't is past tense. Have, we use not have, I didn't have. We don't say I didn't have. We say I didn't have. We use the present tense word. So I didn't have a dog. And we didn't have potatoes. Okay, so, and then the last thing we will talk about is past tense in questions. So this is the same. We have to remember the first word, do, becomes did, and then we have to say the first one is in past tense, but the next one is not in past tense. So did I have a dog? This one, second word, we don't change to past tense because it is the second verb. And the same thing here. Did we have potatoes? And this is the same. We only change the first verb to past tense, not the second verb. Okay. So, now that we know this, let's answer these questions. So these questions, let's answer here. This is a good space. We can answer with, no, I didn't, or yes, I did. And this can be the same with any person. It can be, no, we didn't, no, you didn't, no, I didn't, no, he didn't, no, she didn't. It is good with any subject. Okay. Okay, good. So that is a review on how to make past tense. If you want to write any of this down, if it will be helpful for you, stop the video here. I'm going to erase this, and then we will work in the book. Okay? Okay, good. So now that we finished taking notes, I will help you with this part. And we go on together. Okay, so the first book, let's do page 66 together, okay? So, number 1, we are talking about the dinosaur. So for this part, we are going to look at this picture of the dinosaur in the book and answer questions about the dinosaur. So look at the dinosaur. Did it have short legs? Yes, it did. The next question, did it have wings? No, it didn't. Number 3, did it have a long tail? Yes, it did. Number 4, did it have long teeth? No, it didn't. Number 5, did it have a large body? Yes, it did. Okay. So for the next part, I want you to try to think of the answers by yourselves. I will give you 2 examples and then you think. So the first one, we can say a yes sentence. This dinosaur, yes, it had. So this dinosaur, I will write, this dinosaur had a long tail. The next sentence, I want you to write one by yourself. This or it, you can write it, had, now you think of one more thing the dinosaur had and you write a second sentence. Number 2, it didn't have. Wings. It did not have wings. So, you write it didn't have wings, and now you write one more. It didn't have, or the dinosaur didn't have something. You can think of one. And remember, because all dinosaurs are dead, no more dinosaurs are alive, we always use past tense to talk about dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are not alive, so we use past tense, not present tense. Dinosaurs' life is finished. Dinosaurs' life is not now. It's in the past, so we use past tense, have. Not this dinosaur has, because this dinosaur is dead. Okay. So after you finish writing these down, let's go to the next page. So on this page, we are going to talk about auxiliary verbs. Auxiliary is a hard word. So if it is hard to remember, auxiliary is the same as helping. So you can just remember that it is helping verbs. Helping is easier to say. Auxiliary verbs, helping verbs, same thing. So I showed you before, when we make past tense sentences, we sometimes have 2 verbs. When we have 2 verbs, let me give you some examples. Okay. So, in these sentences, we have two verbs. Remember, verbs are things you do. They are actions. So, in these sentences, in questions, all of them we have two verbs. First verb in this sentence is do, and second verb is study. So, in this one, the auxiliary verb is the first verb. Do. In the second verb, the main verb is the main verb. So in this one, he doesn't like pizza. What is the first verb? Here, the first verb is doesn't. And the second verb is like. Main verb, auxiliary verb, main verb. Here, what is the first verb? Didn't. And second verb is go. And same here. First verb did, second verb do. Here we have first verb are and second verb playing. First verb am and second verb speaking. So remember, the auxiliary verb is always the first verb. And when we make past tense, only the first verb, the auxiliary verb, is in past tense. Only the helping verbs turn to past tense. And in present tense, only the helping verb takes S. We don't say he doesn't likes. He changes doesn't, auxiliary verb, but he doesn't change likes. Same thing here. Past changes first verb, but doesn't change second verb. He changes first verb, but doesn't change second verb. I changes am, doesn't change speaking. Okay? So let's do this page together. So here on this page, we have to underline the auxiliary verbs, the first verbs. Number 2, she doesn't have any brothers or sisters. Number 3, are they watching TV? Number 4, we don't know what to do. 5, is he sleeping? 6, do you walk to school every day? 7, are they listening to the radio? Okay, so I want you to finish 67, 68, and 69 all by yourself. So stop the video and play the video after you finish 68, 69, and 67, okay? I'll see you soon. Okay, so now that you've finished, let's check your answers. Number 1 here, have is the main verb. 2, doesn't is auxiliary verb. 3, run is the main verb, second verb. 4, are is auxiliary verb, first verb. 5, do is auxiliary verb, also first verb. 6, what does she do is main verb, second verb. And the last one, that dinosaur didn't, first verb, have wings. Okay, on the next page, let's practice making past tense. So, have past tense. Have is had. Walk. Present tense is walk. Was, present tense, we have 2 options, am or is, and step. Present tense becomes stepped with 2 P's, past tense. Then past tense, we have tried. Try is one where Y becomes I, so try present tense, T-R-Y. Next, study. Again, Y becomes I, so S-T-U-D-I-E-D. And hurt, it is the same. Hurt is same in past and present. And the last one, climb, is a regular verb. The regular form present tense, climb. Okay, good. So finish checking your answers and then let's keep going. Okay, I'm going to erase this, so write the answers down if you need to. Okay. So on this part, we have to choose the correct verb. So first, some dinosaurs lived. We have the verbs in the box, and we will write the right answers here. Okay, so number 1, some dinosaurs lived on land and others in the ocean. Number 2, some dinosaurs, here we have 2 choices that are okay. Walked or moved. Some dinosaurs walked on 4 legs and others on 2 legs. Some dinosaurs moved on 4 legs and others on 2 legs, both okay. Number 3, a few dinosaurs have wings. Some dinosaurs moved or walked very slowly and others very fast. Baby dinosaurs hatched from eggs. And some dinosaurs' eggs were small and others were big. Okay, great. So finish checking your answers and then we'll do the last page. Okay, so this page is the most difficult page, so let's talk about it. So for this one, we have to remember that when we make past tense, it is only the first verb that changes to past tense. So we have to look at the sentences. So the first one, what did it look like? Here we have did. Did is first, and did is already past tense. So we don't need 2 past tense verbs, we only want 1. So we have did past tense, and next one, look, is not past tense, okay? So this one too, we have it, a short body, and a long neck. This one, there is no did. So there is only 1 verb, so if there's only 1 verb, that verb has to be past tense, so we say have. Number 2, where did it live? Because we have did is already past tense, we don't need lived, we need live. Because did is already past tense. Oh, where did it live? It lived. We don't have did, so we need lived past tense. And it swam, also past tense. What did it eat? It ate fish. And last, how did it move? Again, we have did. How did, so after did, not past tense, move. It moved, past tense, very fast. Okay, in the next part, we have to make the sentences from past tense now into, or present tense now into past tense, finished actions. Dinosaurs are not living, so we can't use present tense to talk about dinosaurs. This dinosaur lived in the ocean. It swam in the water. And last, it ate fish. And, ooh, I would say octopi, but your book says octopuses. Both are correct. Okay, so that is the end of our lesson today. I hope you learned something, and I will see you soon. Bye.
Today a reader, tomorrow a leader. SSET English Town.